This is our weighted groin stretch, and we're going to use a weight plate. About 10 kilos up to 15 kilos is okay, maybe even 20 depending on how thick and strong your adductors are. The idea is it's going to help stretch the adductor slightly and also get a bit further up in towards the groin. So you want to lay on your back, one leg out and one leg bent. You want to have the foot on the knee, and you just want to let this leg come down. Now you're going to know if this is tight because your knee isn't going to touch the ground. So if your knee does touch the ground, you probably don't need this stretch, but you can see my knee's quite high, so this is tight, it's pulling me up. What I want to do is I'm going to put the plate, the middle of the plate, the circle, on the edge of my knee, and I'm gonna hold that there with a contraction from the leg. So I don't want to let it go completely passive, not yet. I want to have a small contraction. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna hold my hand here for balance to make sure the weight plate doesn't fall off. And I'm gonna alternate between contraction and passive. Now the contraction shouldn't be too hard, so I shouldn't be lifting the plate up. It should be a minimal contraction just to stop it from being completely passive. So if this is passive, take a look. Now I'm completely passive. This is contraction. So if this is passive, this is contraction. So it's like a very small amount, just to have some resistance there. I want to keep this foot pressing into the knee. I want to keep the glutes stable on the ground, the hips stable. And I'm going to alternate between 15 seconds of contraction and then 15 seconds of passive. I'm going to put the other arm out for balance. 15 in contraction. So it's pretty much PNF stretching. And then 15 in contraction. And you can see my knees slightly getting lower towards the ground as this is opening up. You don't want to twist from the hips, so you don't want this hip to come up. You want to keep it down while doing the movement. And obviously you would swap sides as well. If one side is a lot tighter than the other, then you can spend more time on that adductor. Mine are relatively equal. If anything, my right side is tighter, but they're relatively equal. So this is passive, this is contracted. Passive, contracted. The important cues is to keep the foot pressed into the knee and to keep the hips stable on the ground. Don't let the hips lift off. Enjoy.